2024 July 27. Daily Bread Passage. 1 Samuel chapter 28 verse 15 to 25. Key verse. Verse 19. Title: Samuel's prophecy.
Samuel said to Saul, "Why have you disturbed me by bringing me up? I am in great distress." Saul said, "The Philistines are fighting against me, and God has departed from me. He no longer answers me, either by prophets or by dreams. So I have called on you to tell me what to do." Samuel said, "Why do you consult me, now that the Lord has departed from you and become your enemy? The Lord has done what he predicted through me. The Lord has torn the kingdom out of your hands and given it to one of your neighbors, to David. Because you did not obey the Lord or carry out his fierce wrath against the Amalekites, the Lord has done this to you today. The Lord will deliver both Israel and you into the hands of the Philistines, and tomorrow you and your sons will be with me. The Lord will also give the army of Israel into the hands of the Philistines." Immediately Saul fell full length on the ground, filled with fear because of Samuel's words. His strength was gone, for he had eaten nothing all that day and all that night. When the woman came to Saul and saw that he was greatly shaken, she said, "Look, your servant has obeyed you. I took my life in my hands and did what you told me to do. Now please listen to your servant and let me give you some food so you may eat and have the strength to go on your way." He refused and said, "I will not eat." But his men joined the woman in urging him, and he listened to them. He got up from the ground and sat on the couch. The woman had a fattened calf at the house, which she butchered at once. She took some flour, kneaded it and baked bread without yeast. Then she set it before Saul and his men, and they ate. That same night they got up and left.
When Samuel appeared, he rebuked Saul. Saul confessed his distress, saying, "God has departed from me." Since the Lord had departed, Saul implored Samuel, "Tell me what to do." Samuel asked Saul, "Why do you consult me?" The Lord had departed from Saul because he didn't obey God. Now was the time when God would fulfill his will. He would establish David as king because David was a man after God's own heart. This was also the time he would hand the Israelites over to the Philistines, and Saul and his sons would be killed. Saul's persistent disobedience came with consequences for him, his family, and the nation. Samuel prophesied this tragedy. Upon hearing Samuel's words, Saul's strength was gone. He refused to listen, and he refused to eat. Eventually he and his men ate something and went on their way, but Saul was a man apart from God. He was instead filled with fear and ruled by it. This is the real tragedy. If the Lord departs, there is no life and no hope, only constant fear. In the Lord and in his word, we have life. Apart from the Lord we have only fear and death. Prayer. Lord, help me to hold on to your life-giving word. Protect me from the power of fear and death. One word. Hold on to the word of life.